Okay, guys, sit down, buckle up. Here we go. Me, originally Tennessee farm girl, uh, living in Florida, animals. He took the first bite here and the second bite here. And when I fell to the ground, I rolled over, grabbed my neck, and really, I, he's, on a good day, I'm 100 pounds. He was about 175. His teeth, of course, the bite was quite strong, and anytime he would bite, tissue would be removed. And so I could see my hair, my ears, things laying beside me, dangling. So the first miracle here is that I made it out of the house. The second, my neighbors found me before the dog found me again. Um, in disbelief, after some time, I made a full recovery, full recovery, no skin grafts, no dead tissue. Obviously, I'm alive and well, no recurring health problems from any of it, no sign of a blood clot. Yep, that is definitely the miracle for sure. Absolutely. Life kept moving without me. And that was the first time I felt completely shattered, alone, and broken. There was no life for me to return to. I had survived this great trauma and no life left to jump back into. Trauma, PTSD, grief, not curable. We have to walk through it day by day. There is no magic pill, potion, patch, anything else. We have to heal every single day. And the only way to heal is to find those people that truly understand the emotion behind our words.
Your struggle today is the masterclass for someone tomorrow.
We cannot heal from something we're not allowing ourselves to believe.
Hmm.
We are feeding ourselves lies. It wasn't until I began saying out loud to other people what happened to me that I started to believe my own story. Because I'm not kidding. I would tell people what would happen, and I would step away and think that I was lying.
I have heard so many people come on this podcast and talk about, I actually didn't recognize that I had been traumatized. Um,
I had to grieve my own death while I was alive because that life that I used to have, the places I used to go, the people I used to see, it's gone. That life wasn't there anymore. And I had to keep walking forward through the yuck of it, just the yuck of it. And as I did, the true trauma wasn't the traumatic event. I it was horrible, yes, but that's physical. And there's a difference between physical and emotional. It was the people and the things that came after that caused the trauma.
we don't go back to who we were before the trauma.
Yep.
And that is essentially the third phase, in my opinion, of escaping survival mode is this sense of reinvention. You cannot go back to who you were before the event because essentially the event changed you, and
Yep.
it changed you on a emotional level, a physical level. It changes you. Trauma changes you biologically.
But the nervous
So
system sure does.
yeah, it changes your nervous system. It can compounded trauma can essentially change your DNA.
Never in my life would I have imagined sitting down, writing two books, curriculum, uh, two business plans. I mean, I've got a computer full of anything and everything you could want to imagine that I'm ready to implement and publish. No, it was the love. That was the
Ooh.
only thing you think about. They can't heal in the same way that you can.
Mhm.
And that was very hard because if you can't go to your mom and dad and talk, Who do you have?
You have to give yourself grace and time. But those who journey with you are traumatized as well. And oftentimes we expect them to be our pillars.
Survival and denial. They play a tug of war.
I believe our healing, it may seem like a solo venture.
Yeah.
But being able to create a community around us that support us in the way that we need to be supported, even if it looks differently from the community that we once had, I think is key.
And it was unfamiliar, but at the same time, very comfortable because I thought, okay, I'm not too old, broken to make my way through life again. And the healing started then when I just, I call it, jumping off the cliff without a parachute. Yeah, time does not change anything but your overall sense of who you are. It
Mhm.
changes everything about you. It does not heal anything. You are healing every day that you get up and do something special for yourself. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Nope, sorry guys, that changes you too. It I'm not stronger than I was before. I'm different. I'm different. If anybody takes anything from this message, if it's been decades and you're still hurting, good. It means you really loved whatever it was that you lost. And that's a good thing because you have heart and soul.
What I think is really important, and one of the reasons why I started this podcast, is there is this fallacy that, you know, trauma has degrees, and, you know, someone is worse off than you because of what they went through.
Trauma is any kind of life change. Any kind
Mhm.
of life change. If yesterday isn't what today is, no, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not. And don't harbor all of that emotion alone. Um, when did we get this like timestamp on how long we could, show emotion or take time off work after a death or a birth?
Thank you so much for your time. Listeners, thank you so much for catching another episode of Survival Mode Disrupted. And I just want to remind you, you were not built to break. You damn sure were not built to just survive.
Mhm.
So disrupt the cycle, reclaim your life, and thrive on your own terms. And I will see you next week.